And welcome back to Wisconsin Tonight. It is time for Teen Talk. We are talking about parents opening the lines of communication with their teenagers. It's a difficult thing.
Absolutely. Joining us now, Dr. Ramel Smith, a psychologist at Children's Hospital. Thanks a lot for coming in tonight.
Thanks for having me.
So, where do parents even begin?
Well, I think when you talk about opening the lines of communication, the first thing what you have to do is talk about opening. You have to talk. And when you talk, you have to open, not ask those closed-ended questions. So many times our questions are, well, how was your day, or the functional? Well, did you do this? Can you get this done? And they're not really informational. What we want to do is to have the parents to start to ask those open-ended questions, as you will, to promote conversation.
Because a lot of times your child will just say yes or no, and they're finished
and
with
then
the question.
That's it.
Right.
And sometimes because the conversations can get somewhat heated, we're lucky and happy to have that happen. But it all goes back into the beginning. If you can build that relationship from when they're smaller and keep that conversation going, it helps to ease into teenage years.
And what about if your child doesn't feel comfortable maybe talking to their parent about a certain issue from time to time? What do you do in that situation?
You know, that's a very good question. And there's a couple of things that you can do. And what we always talk about is having that bridge builder, that mediator, because sometimes the child will not talk to the parent, but it's important that they have someone to talk to. It can be in the role of a clinician, but if you don't have a clinician, it can also be in the role of a family member. It could be that trusted uncle or aunt that they really look up to. It could be an older sibling who's already been through that and can say, I know how mom is, but then can transfer to mom
and give the good advice, right?
Exactly.
You know, there are good days and bad days and peaks and valleys and stuff like that. So is it normal to go through difficult times when you're communicating, but then maybe it'll be better the next time?
And I'll tell you something that is somewhat serious, but it also sounds kind of funny. Sometimes my parents are really there. Literally, they'll come in and say, I want to kill my teenager. Now, they don't literally want to kill them, but what they're saying is, I've had it up to here. And it's those peaks and valleys, because it's hard when you love someone so much and you want to give them something and they're not receiving it. But ironically, the children feel just like that old Will Smith song, parents just don't understand.
Right.
So we have to get in the middle, but it goes through those ebbs and flows where we go through.
The interesting thing is there's frustration on both ends.
Yes.
Always.
And most of the time when I talk with the children, they'll have the same arguments that the parents have. So what we have to do when we talk about communicating is I try to teach both of them to listen more than they speak.
Start early. Don't wait till the teenage years. It's too late by then.
No, we want to start as early as possible and try to keep it going.
All right. Dr. Ramel Smith, Children's Hospital, thanks for joining us with some sage advice on Wisconsin Tonight.
Much.
For more information, you can contact Children's Adolescent Health Program. We put more information on our website, tmj4./Wisconsin Tonight.
Well, there is a